Hi guys, ZWERG here. Wanted to tell you a little bit about my new record. It's called Dual Citizen, and just wanted to mention a little bit about each song. Oh, and here's my new hair, going back to 2005, MySpace. It's crazy that 2005 emo is retro already. Yeah, this is the new record, Dual Citizen. It's a dance pop rock album, piano based still. It was produced by John Philip Chanel, who's probably most famous for doing the string and brass arrangements on almost every Tori Amos record. He was so optimistic and positive and encouraging and just really uplifting to work with. And he's also worked with Jane's Addiction and Five for Fighting and the Beach Boys and the Bangles. Anyway, look him up, he's incredible. He also had a connection with the master of mastering, Ron McMaster, at Capitol Records, and you gotta figure when the master of mastering, Ron McMaster, masters your album at Capitol Records, it's gonna take it to another level. He's mastered R.E.M. and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Tom Waits. So with this record, the last record was based on Eastern Canada. I decided to go a bit further south. My mom's from New York State. This is definitely an attempt to kind of amalgamate all the different sides of yourself, not just two sides, duality, but all different sides that we tend to compartmentalize, and we find ourselves segregated, or parts of ourselves segregated. This is an attempt to kind of unify it. The first song, Drive Away Your Pain, was written for my nephew. He was born in November 2009. I was doing my BEd at UNB. So I drove from Fredericton to Yarmouth, Nova Scotia in a storm. There was this car in front of me that just went and then I see this deer fly off the side of the car, but the deer was fine. It just it was okay. It just took off. And the lady pulled over and I was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. It just hit my mirror." This is a sign of things to come. We don't know what the road ahead is going to hold. Like all of us, he's going to have horrible, rough times in life, but I want to be there for him at the end of the day. I'm sure I'll fall short as an uncle sometimes, but I want to be there for him to talk to me about anything. It's amazing how you don't know this person yet who's being born into your family, but there's already a connection. The second song, Then There Was You, the lyrics were written by Tim O'Brien, who's behind the camera right now. It's about kind of not knowing where your life is headed, and then something happens. It's kind of a blessing from above. The universe puts somebody in your life and it changes your life for the better. Musically, like the first one, it's definitely a dance floor on the floor. Track 3, I'm a Joke to You, definitely wanted heavy guitars with it, so Mike Bourgeois gave some really heavy rock guitars, give it that energy, some drive. We combined that with the traditional piano chords, but I tried to play in like kind of a 90s house syncopation. Feeling like a joke as ZWERG, being derided for so many things. Opinions are like assholes, everybody's got one. Phil gave the song a bit more drive. I played my dad's cheap bass, and then Phil played some Moog bass on top of it to give it a bit more power and a bit more low end. Track 4, For the Woman We Love, was written for my mom, Rolene. I wanted to write a song for mom, and I wanted to put it out when I knew I could do it right. So Phil did this beautiful string arrangement. Nika Stein-Ross played cello, Benedict Berdern played violin, and my sister, Jessica Betts, sang harmonies. My mom is an incredible lady. I had been listening to some of her favorite artists like Lady Antebellum and a lot of 80s rock with the Def Leppard kind of eighth notey rhythm guitars, palm muting and stuff, so I definitely wanted that in there. So I got Mike Bourgeois to play a bit of that 80s stuff. A band that my mom used to promote called Cross Section, that was a signature sound for them too, so I tried to incorporate that in there. And also I remember she said one time my dad's a musician, and he played this Rhodes keyboard back in, I don't know when it was, in the 70s, probably before I was born, and Mom said it was the most beautiful sound she'd ever heard. So I definitely wanted to, I didn't have a real Rhodes, but I used my electric piano, and Phil kind of tweaked it to sound, it's not exactly like a Rhodes, but give it kind of that Rhodesy kind of human, warm tone. The fifth track, Saalem Song, was written for my Finnish friends in Ontario. When I lived in Ontario from 2000 to 2006, I was acting, and I didn't have any family there, and I didn't really know many people there when I moved there, and they kind of became my adoptive family, and they just immersed me into the Finnish culture. I love that culture. It's such a unique culture, and the saunas, we call them saunas, but in Finnish it's sauna. My friend Erika Vastamäki translated, what I wanted to say is, I mean, we all change. We change throughout the years. Our viewpoints change, our opinions change, our whole worldview can change. But I wanted to say that no matter how much we change, or how much change is incorporated into our lives, my love doesn't change. My love for them will always stay the same. Even if we have differing views on different things now, we have differing opinions on things. I really wanted to pay homage to a good friend of mine, Shauna. She passed away from ovarian cancer, and so there's a line about just the crack of dawn, but dusk for one. We were so young, our lives were just starting, and now she's gone, but her life has just begun. I believe her true life. I believe in the afterlife. I believe that this is just a transient stage for us. It's just temporary, and our true life, our ultimate true home and everything, we're going to experience after we leave this place. And I know that she's still around and with me. Saalem Song video was shot partly in Finland, so that was exciting to finally go to Finland and experience it firsthand. This is my Saalem Song.
I want to get comfortable like that in front of the camera so that when I'm talking about my YouTube stuff, I can be like, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he just has no fucks to give. He just is natural in front of it. So that's what I want to do. Hey guys, got a new single coming next month. Did you know Kim Kardashian was on Entertainment Tonight? Looks pretty.